Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello and welcome to the show. It is the Dapper Danielle, and I'm joined by the ever so fabulous and wonderful Megan, the magical Millennial. And y'all, we are getting into it with this episode. And we have a very special guest. Our first guest of this season is going to be our friend Jarendell, aka Jeremy, is going to be hopping on, and we are going to be counting down, continuing counting down our top 10 Disney park rides to be evacuated off of. And y'all really liked our countdown list and really put it into perspective, like, oh yeah, I guess that is the thing, like we should talk about that. Well, and Jeremy, he's been around all over the place, and has been on many rides, and I'm intrigued to see if he's been evacuated off of anything. So we're going to get into some great conversations. I'm really excited about this. How about you, Megan?
Me too. I am very excited. You know, this is a very frequent topic, I think, amongst Disney goers, and especially over Disneyland and being a local. And you're able to go to the park so much, and you don't mind as much being evacuated off of a ride because we kind of do them all the time. You know what I mean? Right. So we're very grateful and very fortunate in that regard. But and as a reminder, y'all, yes, this is we're talking safety as well. This is to be safely evacuated off of a ride because. In recent news, as we have seen, you are not supposed to move when you are on a ride vehicle. No. Okay, please listen to the cast members. Please stay where you are. It is not your job to figure out your way out of the attraction. Do not do that. That is not safe. So this is safely evac off of rides, okay? And it's something that we talked about. Actually, I did talk about with Jeremy a couple weeks ago when he was over in Disneyland, and I was like, oh my gosh, we got to have you on the podcast. We actually have to talk about this on the pod. So I'm excited to see if he has been evac'd off of any rides. He's also been to so many amusement parks and theme parks around the world that I'm interested to see if he's done anything outside of Disney, which we totally can talk about, even though we are the Disney Countdown Show. We can get into, what's the procedure at Six Flags or Busch Gardens or
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, exactly. What's that looking like? So I am very excited to get into it. He's going to be joining us in a little bit. So, yay! Biscuit is our first guest on season 7. So excited.
Yes, I'm excited about this chat. And
yes, yeah.
And y'all also. Make sure that you are following us if you haven't already over on the socials.
Yes, please do. As we're talking about, Jeremy posts amazing stuff over on the socials, and we'll talk about that in a second. But we are also over there, Disney Countdown Show on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And we have been seeing a lot of engagement and stuff going on over there, which is really exciting. Thank you so much for watching and reposting all of our videos. We do appreciate it. And we also are on YouTube, our full episodes on YouTube every single week. So hello, YouTube fam who's watching us face to face right now. You can see our faces as we record. And of course, we are the magical Millennial _ and the Dapper Danielle on all of the things daily. So thank you for following us as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And also, y'all have been so great in reviewing us wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it is over on YouTube and you're watching us, you're leaving comments down and below in the videos of being like, hey, this is my review, or you're sending us messages on Instagram, you're leaving notes over on Spotify or Apple. Keep leaving those. We love those so much, and it helps us be discovered by other people. Me and Megan have been doing this for how many seasons now, and people are still learning that we have a podcast, which is
this
crazy.
This is our 6th season, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
And we actually have a couple of new ones over here to be able to go through. Oh, and also something to mention, y'all. If you are DMing us, make sure you're DMing us over on the Patreon, or not the Patreon, the podcast.
Instagram.
Yeah. Because if you try to send it into Megan or myself's personal Instagrams, the Magical Millennial and the Dapper Danielle, we might not ever see it.
It goes into requests, and sometimes it gets lost.
3 months later.
No. Gotta hire someone just to go through our DMs.
And don't even, honestly, and don't even try on TikTok, because we're never going to see it.
Oh, that's not even, yeah.
No.
We can't get into that, no.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay. But actually, Megan, do you want to go through this first one for us?
I absolutely can. Okay, let's see here. This one is, it's an email. I love emails. This is from, wait, the title is Jiminy Cicada.
Oh, no.
This is great, but this is from Emmeline via email, and Emmeline says, "Hi, Megan and Danielle. This was going to be an Apple review, but it got too long." Oh, I like this. Okay, here we go.
Word count.
I started listening to this podcast back in October of 2025 and have been binging every episode ever since. I grew up going to Disney World at least once a year since elementary school, and multiple times a year once my parents became DVC members at Old Key West Resort in 2015, and when we were annual pass holders from 2017 to 2024. The Disney parks mean so much to me after basically growing up there, and especially after my fiance proposed at the first ever Jollywood Nights back in 2023. Wow. Congratulations! We also got our engagement photos done in Disneyland in August of 2024, and I actually found our photographer from Megan's Instagram. Really? No way! Oh my god, that's amazing. I haven't been to either Disneyland or Disney World for over a year, but I'm so excited to spend May the 4th at my bachelor party in Disney World and go on the Disney Treasure for my honeymoon. You two bring the magic. You should bring the magic while I listen at work in Massachusetts and cannot wait for future countdowns. I was wondering if you could count down your top 10 Disney hotels and resorts. Yo, it's a good one. I think that's like high on our list. So thank you, Emmeline. As DVC members, my family and I have been trying to stay at every Disney resort at least once, and since Disney World alone has so many resorts to choose from, I'm curious to know what your list is. Thank you for all that you do, and keep bringing the magic to all of us listening over the world. Love, Emmeline.
Ooh,
Emmeline!
yes.
First of all, congratulations on all the magical things happening for your wedding. That's so exciting, and your honeymoon. I'm so jealous you're going on the Treasure. That's my number one ship that I'd love to go on, but it's looking like the Wish might be my first one. That is so exciting. Congratulations. And yes, I think hotels and resorts is high up on our list.
And it's like, do you do only the Disney owned and operated ones? Because then it's like, oh, you're really limited to, you only have 3 options over in Disneyland. The rest of them are going to be Disney World hotels, which is fine.
I know we literally only have 3 over here. Yeah, it is going to be World for sure. And I also have not stayed at any of the resorts outside of the U.S. So, this is wait. Our producer Danny just put a picture into our a little doc here. That is amazing. Okay.
Look at the little twirl.
I wonder. This looks like Giselle. And please, Emmeline, if you want to email us back or send us a quick DM on Instagram, this looks like Giselle's work. I love her so much. She is so sweet. She makes you feel very comfortable as you're doing all these poses, and she is fantastic. And she just got engaged herself, so that is all very exciting. Congrats to Giselle. But let me know if this is her work. It's so beautiful. I think this is her work. So your picture is amazing. Congratulations.
That's really cute.
It's giving Flynn and Rapunzel, and it's really pretty.
Oh, it totally is. Now that you say that, I'm like, why do the color blockings look so familiar?
Yeah,
that's why. It totally looks like a Rapunzel and Flynn Rider Disney bound, 100%.
Perfect spot for the castle too. That's beautiful.
Oh,
he's twirling her, y'all, in her purple dress. It's really pretty.
It's like on the bridge over there by Fantasyland and the Bibbidi
and there's
Bobbidi
no one
Boutique
there
in Disneyland.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. You have like more of the wall, but you can still tell it's the castle in the different distance. It's really, really cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have another one, and this one's actually going to be from Apple. This is an Apple review from Miss Whitney, and it says, a weekly Disney highlight. I found the Disney Countdown show by accident when it was suggested to me based on other podcasts I listened to, and I'm so glad I clicked. I recognized Megan from Instagram Reels and decided to give it a try, and I've been listening ever since. Every week you bring Disney info and news, sometimes a fun game, and always a countdown that ranges from parks to songs to movies and everything in between. As a Disney World girly, hey, I really connect with Danielle. I love her quirky personality and her knack for Disney World history. Oh, thanks. And I'm so much like Megan when it comes to my countdown picks. So it always feels like I'm listening with friends who love Disney the way I do. I'm currently listening to the audiobook for I Heart Disney's Magic Kingdom while prepping my second baby's first trip to Florida parks. And this show has been such a bright spot in my week. Thank you for bringing so much light and joy to a topic that is so dear to my heart. Thank you, Whitney. That's so sweet. And thank you so much for listening to the audiobook for Magic Kingdom. And I know the audio team really, really appreciates it. They actually just sent me a message right before we got on recording. So I'll be interested to see what that says. But thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That's awesome, Whitney, and best of luck. And I hope second baby has a great first time at Walt Disney World. Hope you enjoy. And yes, thanks for finding us. Thank you for listening to the podcast as well as watching on the socials. We appreciate it because we love doing it all. So thank you,
We really do.
And we also have our wonderful fam in the chat right now. We have about 24 of our dear friends from the Patreon fam. So hello everybody, thank you so much for joining us live in the studio as we record, watching all of our technical difficulties that we sometimes have, and retakes.
They love it. That's why they're here. They like seeing us, what we're doing.
I know.
Or what's the other one that like when we have a guest on, and they're going to see it with Jeremy too. Like, Jeremy might come in earlier, so we might have to cut at one portion and then move around. And they're like, "Oh, it's like seeing behind the scenes, how the operation, how the show works,
how it all works."
They love it so much.
It's like Imagineering for the Disney Countdown show.
That's right.
But we also have a few new members that we'd love to welcome in: Joe Ellen and Jana Lena. Welcome to the fam.
I love Jana Lena's name.
I do too.
I have never seen it spelled out like that before. That is amazing.
That is the first time I'm hearing that name, and it is beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. We recently had our virtual hang for January, and it was wonderful. Had a great time. Loved getting to chat with everybody. I was at the parks once again. That was the day for Lunar New Year festival, but it was a great time. So I got to show everybody that I was eating my bulgogi fries at Smoke Jumpers, and it's just a good time over here. Of course, you do get access to our bonus episodes because we do record, or we do count down our 11 through 15s, the ones that just did not make our main lists over on the bonus episodes. And there we get a little bit more ratatouille, a little more unfiltered, a little more, here's a little, sneak peek into the real personalities of Megan and Danielle. Not that we don't show our real personalities on the show, but
we ain't got time to have any other personalities. We ain't got nothing else.
Right. So it's a little more fun, a little more
tea.
Sometimes.
Like we'll spill the tea over here on this podcast. Don't y'all worry, and y'all have heard it plenty of times. But over in the bonus episode, maybe we'll go a little more into it, or a little more information that we're like, we can't let everybody know this. We do have to put this behind a paywall, kind of stuff. So.
Just a little bit, There's so many good things happening on the Patreon. We do monthly giveaways. Sometimes you can jump in and watch us record. We have our Discord where we talk all things Disney, and we also have, if listen, times are tough right now. Totally get it. If you don't want to jump in right away, we do have the free option over on our Patreon in our Discord, which gives you like the notifications as to what is going on. But yes, that's it is a lot of fun over there. We love our family so much, and potentially coming up in the next few months here, we might do another in-person hang, which we've done a few of those at Disneyland and at Disney World when we're on the same coast. So keep an eye out for that. But if you're interested, if you want a sneak peek as to what is happening behind the scenes, over a little bit more bonus content, we do have a link to our Patreon and episode notes, or you can search us Disney Countdown Show on patreon.com. A little more magic for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, Megan.
Yes.
Okay, so when we did our Patreon hangout, and we were talking with the Patreon fam, you were saying that you were experiencing Lunar New Year over at Disney's California Adventure.
Yeah.
And I've only been to Lunar New Year once, very, very briefly, and I think this was already a year or two ago now. And we've talked also in previous episodes and when we did our virtual hang about how they do change the menu a lot. So what is happening this year? The main thing I saw was that Chip and Dale have new dragon costumes and they look like pajamas, and I am obsessed.
They are so cute.
They're so cute.
Oh my gosh. The cavalcade for Lunar New Year is it's so good. It's so beautiful. And yes, the outfits are amazing. Chip and Dale, yes, in their dragon costumes. They switch off whoever's on the float versus holding the lantern and being silly with the lantern. And I have to admit, I made a blunder on my Instagram stories because earlier in the day I saw Dale holding the lantern, and it's usually Dale who is the more silly one and being a little more silly, goofy, chipmunk. It was Chip holding the lantern later in the day.
I saw that story on Instagram.
And you guys, I corrected myself in a later story, and then I was so embarrassed that I deleted the earlier story. I'm like, Megan, that is so embarrassing. So yeah,
like, you're literally a Disney content creator. You should
Megan,
know.
come on, just look at the nose. Look at the nose. But they do switch off, so just know that. They're holding the lantern. But anyways, it is Year of the Horse. So Horace Horsecollar is our mascot for this year, and I'm so happy he's getting so much love. You can even draw him in Animation Academy now. It's so great. So he's got his outfit on as well for the cavalcade. And it's lots of Year of the Horse merch is around. The food, they do change the menus. We have some new stuff this year. Like at Longevity Noodle Co., there is a new japchae noodles, which is like, it's kind of like a little bit more like glass noodles, but they're a little bit thicker. And then there's some meat on top. I think it's so good. Someone said that the noodles were overcooked when they had them, which I can see that, but I thought that's one of the best dishes over there. They brought back things like the pho dip, which is essentially like beef and the rice noodles in a sandwich, and you dip it into the pho broth.
That sounds good.
It's good. It's good. I think I liked it. They changed it up this year where it's on a roll. Last year it was on a baguette. Yeah.
See, I think the baguette would have been better.
And I did like it better. So,
Yeah.
but it's fine. It's still pretty tasty. And then what's really nice is that they have all these things at quick service restaurants. Some of them you can use a tab for, like they have sip and savor portions. At Paradise Garden Grill, for example, they have the pork belly skewers, which are really good. They're lemongrass and delicious. But then there's something over at, which I had the other day, at Pim's Test Kitchen, which is a spicy pork belly grilled cheese. Not sip and savor tab eligible, but man, is it tasty. Like, so good. And it does come with the side of Pim's tater tots that I love so much. So yeah, the grilled cheese, one of my favorites. And then, it's just, there's so much other, things happening at the quick service restaurants in DCA for Lunar New Year. It is a great time. I will say, then this is what I posted in my video.
Oh.
I had the worst coffee I've ever had in my life at the Disneyland Resort just the other day.
Really?
Undrinkable. Just the
Worse
worst.
than because didn't you get one here in Orlando last time that you kept sipping a little bit and you're like, this is disgusting, and eventually threw it away when it got to like the halfway point?
I would say I think that's the worst I've had in Disney World, and it was straight up because of the coffee itself. Something was wrong with the coffee.
It was burnt, yeah.
Yes, this was something massively wrong with the flavors. Like it just does not work, and I'm going to be surprised if I find someone that actually enjoys this. It's an almond cold brew with orange cold foam, and it's served at Aunt Cass, yes, for Lunar New Year. I believe it's for Lunar New Year. And it's horrifying. It really is so bad. I know I don't like orange flavored things. It's not my jam. I like oranges, but not fake orange flavor. So I think that has something to do with it, but man, it was just as bad as it probably sounds to some people.
I know people mix, and I love dark chocolate, orange flavored chocolate.
And I don't. But I
you
get
don't?
that people...
Okay.
No, not my thing. Mm-hmm.
But I understand it with chocolate, not with almond.
Almond. Yeah. And unfortunately, Aunt Cass has had a very up and down streak with the cold brews since it opened as Aunt Cass and Not Boudin Bakery. I texted my friend who works in food at the Disneyland Resort, and I was like, hi, I just need you to know, never serve this again.
I need you to find the person that did this, and then just have it be removed because it was so bad.
And they said that they forgot, because they planned this. They're now getting up to a year and a half in advance with planning these menus. So back in I want to say December of 23. December 24. That's too far back. December 24. This was already planned. So I get it, but I just needed to give the heads up. And thank you for saying yes. I did take one for the team, I like to think. So yeah, there you go. Some of the best food I've ever had is now served, and then the worst coffee I've ever had is served for Lunar New Year Festival.
Oh my goodness!
But it's a good time. It's always a fun festival. This is, and unfortunately, it only lasts for a month, less than a month, but it is a good time. Mm-hmm.
See, and the other topic of conversation that I wanted to bring up is that some of you might be like, well, I haven't seen this video. I haven't seen this piece of content anywhere. And y'all, that is because there has been a huge change over on TikTok, and we know and we understand that our videos are not being shown or put up anywhere. And that's actually for a lot of big content creators right now.
Yeah.
And it came with the new change that happened. So TikTok in the United States has been bought and is owned by a couple of different people now. And ever since then, there's been some weird stuff happening. So actually the other day, I had a post on my Patreon and I think we even posted over on our other socials too, of just saying, hey guys, just letting you know, we're not forgetting about you. And the reason why you're seeing content from 3 years ago is because there's a glitch happening in the system within 24 hours of the changeover. And we weren't able to post anything. I had videos that I posted in the morning to talk about the book signing that's happening today, actually, when we're recording this. And it sat there in limbo for like 7 hours. And I messaged Megan. I'm like, is it me? Did I do something? And Megan's like, no, babe, it's been down since, I guess, what did he say, 4 a.m.?
Yes, it happened between Saturday and Sunday in the wee hours of 1 a.m. Pacific time, and it lasted for an entire 24 hours. TikTok did not work at all for the whole day on Sunday. It was almost like we actually lost it or something, like when it was going to be banned last January. It was almost like a deja vu.
It was,
but you could see the app. It was there, and videos were being shown, but they were old videos. You couldn't see any new ones. Yeah, because Kristen mentioned in the chat here, there was a changing over service because it is now owned by U.S. entities, and there was a power outage. So,
which is hilarious because I do think there is a large server location and like even an AI server that has now been built over in Tennessee. Well, the same day that this changeover happened was when Tennessee and where my family is in Nashville, they all lost power. And most of Nashville is still without power too. Yeah. So I'm like, wait, did it literally get moved over? And then all of a sudden it's like, and ice storm, you're not getting anything.
Which, it absolutely could be that just is bad timing. Yes, there's some severe weather across the country at that time. So, that's what's going on. And then it's still, like, I think as of today, we're recording this now on Wednesday, y'all. Everything has looked like it's starting to work again because TikTok Studio, TikTok One, and TikTok Shop were all not working properly for 3-4 days. So if you're starting to see, we're finally back up.
Right. If you're starting to see really old content, it's not us, y'all. We're not the one pushing it to you. We're not. We're still posting every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Yeah. And we are putting content out there. And if you're not seeing it on one algorithm, go over to the other ones. We're posting it over on Instagram. We're posting it over on YouTube. And we're still hanging out over here doing our thing on the podcast. So we are there. Yes, and Jonathan, when it comes to TikTok problems, hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. It's TikTok. It's not us.
But thank you all so much for sticking around. We do appreciate it. It looks like we're back up and running.
Yes, and we'll be back. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming here after this week once it gets all figured out. So good times.
Yeah, but now I think it's time, Danielle. Should we get into some Disney news?
Some brief Disney news because I think Jeremy's almost going to be here at any moment now.
Okay, here we go.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news. All right, y'all.
All in this together.
I'm feeling old because this movie's now 20 years old.
We're all getting old together.
Oh my gosh. I did not share any, I love all of our dancer friends. We're talking about High School Musical. And y'all, if you did not know, surprise, High School Musical turned 20 years old here the other day. And I loved seeing all our dancer friends posting videos to the High School Musical soundtrack. And I was like, I cannot celebrate this. I cannot acknowledge that this is 20 years old. And I watched this.
I refuse to accept.
I refuse to accept it.
No.
That this was not just 5 years ago. And yeah, it's been weird. I love it though.
I love it. I love the celebrations that are happening for it and all the High School Musical stars, coming back and making videos and celebrating. Even Drew Seeley, you guys, who is the singing voice behind Troy Bolton in the first High School Musical, and he went on tour with them when they did the High School Musical tour because he is the singer. Zac Efron, I believe, sang 2 lines in the entirety of the movie, but it's just so fun to see everybody, you know, coming together, literally. And they did a little celebration on the Walt Disney Studios lot, which is really cool. Lots of content coming out over the 20th anniversary. So it's good times. I was listening to the High School Musical 3 soundtrack because I think I did mention that Scream, the one sung by Zac Efron, was in my inspirational countdown. So I listened to that soundtrack. I know that's not 20 years old. I think that came out like 3 or 4 years later. But yeah, it does make us feel a little bit old.
It's fine. It's all good.
Fine. I think that came out when I was in middle school. Yeah, I think it was still middle school. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my 8th grade.
Oh, what a time. And we were all obsessed
with
it. Everybody had the High School Musical backpacks and binders. And
totally.
The Claire's, the era of Claire's merchandise for High School Musical. What a time.
Oh my God, what a time. And it was fun because my middle school was actually the Wildcats, so like we got to like represent like the Wildcats.
And you're like, they literally made a song all about us.
Like, oh my God. This is based on us. No. Yeah, but they're still bangers, you guys. All the songs from High School Musical. How can you not love them? No matter how cheesy or poppy they are, they're still bangers. We gotta love them. So,
they really are.
Happy 20th anniversary to High School Musical. Oh my God, we're old. But in Frozen news.
Yeah.
What's going on, Danielle?
If you did not know, Frozen Ever After here at Walt Disney World is now closed temporarily as the animatronics are changing over. Gone will be the days of the LED screens with the windows faces bouncing around when the ride goes down.
They're all black.
They're black. Well, no, they're not even blacked out. They go into the blue windows.
It's the blue. The window.
Screen,
yeah.
And you see the Windows logo, and like all of a sudden you see it bouncing around on Anna's face. They're now switching over to animatronics, similar to what is over in Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Mm-hmm. With that being said, I'm having a lot of mixed feelings about this information, y'all. So do we have it? Hold on, double checking the date for if it's slated to
reopen. Yeah,
when it's going to reopen. Oh, it's only through February, so they're doing this changeover in a month. This attraction, y'all, opened up in 2016. So for 10 years, we've had these LED animatronics, and now we're switching over to these new animatronics. And you're going to switch over these in less than a month? If you all cannot see me right now and you're not watching on YouTube, I am dead staring into the screen right now.
She's looking right at us. Yeah.
And I am concerned because we have Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which has been opened up. And right now, have we even hit the 1-year anniversary of the attraction being open yet?
Yeah, it happened.
Okay, so we're a little past the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Why is everything broken? Right? Lewis's neck is facing this way, and he's going, "Y'all come down to the bayou." and then Tiana, she's full on losing her weave over on the Disneyland coast, and then over here in Disney World, she's just dead staring. Yeah, let's go find our critter friends. And then they're like, and
listen,
no.
I know, but
Don't give me updated animatronics if nobody's going to upkeep them or knows how to upkeep them. And why are they breaking and nobody fixing them? Right? You're going from one water attraction to another water attraction that is also in the carcass of an even older ride from the 1980s.
You would think and one would hope that the fact that this was built in the 2010s instead of the 1980s, that this is going to be an easier switch over than these crazy new animatronics coming to a very, very, very old ride like Tiana's Bayou Adventure. There are also fewer of them technically in Frozen Ever After, so they hopefully had time to like specialize on these animatronics, and they will be working like maybe as good as Tokyo's. Like that'd be nice.
Well, nothing's gonna be more annoying than you have you're going into the Ice Palace, right? You're so excited. You see Elsa, and she's about to sing "Let It Go," and all of a sudden she's just standing there, and she's like just standing with her arms up. Actually, no. If they're in B mode, they're just down, and she's like this. Let it go, let it go. Oh no, I don't want that.
I know.
I would rather take the loading window screen and some movement going and her being like, let it go with the blued out window screen. I'd rather have that than to have dead stare Elsa, okay?
I know, and I know it's gonna happen at some point, but
it is.
Listen, fingers crossed. Again, this is a much newer attraction than Splash Mountain / Tiana's Bayou Adventure is, so we're just holding out hope, y'all. But man, a month turnaround is actually crazy. I'm impressed. Let's see how it works out for them.
I will believe it when I see it. I think it was the motto of last year's season.
It's been the motto of the Disney Countdown show, really.
It really is. It really is. That's the new merch that's going to be launching later.
Exactly.
So fun things happening, y'all. We'll see when it actually happens. And again, a lot of it boils down to, and I want to make sure this is clear because we've seen a lot of videos also from our friend Live Laugh Lem, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
And how he's been documenting how Tiana's got fixed and now it's broken again. It's broken again even more so. So I want to make it clear that when Disney is working on stuff, there is Disney Imagineering. They are the creators, they are the designers, and then when the project is done, they hand it over to the park, right?
Yeah.
So if you have an attraction or that you see that is always broken down, or animatronics that are not working all the time, it now falls on that park. So there are a lot of things broken currently at Magic Kingdom. You can blame Magic Kingdom's VP and Magic Kingdom's engineering team for that. And if you do have a complaint about that, you need to go take that to that park specifically. And you need to let them know so that way they can pass it on. Don't just make a video and start talking about it like just willy-nilly on the internet. You need to say, I am calling out these people specifically. So when this happens in Epcot, you need to call out these people. So
there are steps you can take.
There are steps you can take. Yes. The more you know.
We'll keep you updated, y'all. But now I think Jeremy is almost here, y'all. But we also do have a game that we would love to get to today because I know we've been holding out on you. And I think Chris does have a game for us ready. Chris, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm back. Let's play a game. Happy Season 7.
Woo! Woo!
So I
Welcome
do
back
have a
to
game.
Happy Season 7.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you to Danny for picking up the reins last week. Very briefly, I will tell you that my fire escape was falling off of my building, so they were drilling holes into the wall that's right here.
Oh, we love that.
So
fun.
the good news is my fire escape is not falling off anymore, but the bad news was I couldn't be in my apartment. It started like right at 8 o'clock, and it's not a fun noise to hear, like grinding on stone.
No.
And so it didn't work out.
You're like, with the amount of editing, we could never.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Anyway.
Right.
Anyway, I'm here. I have a game. Let's play a game. Okay. This game is called the Almost Impossible Trivia Quiz.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Oh boy.
Yeah. So we've played this game a few times before. We've done it with the Rocketeer, the Marvels, and last season we did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but today we're switching things up a little bit. Today's topic is something you should be very familiar with because you see it at least once a week. This round of the Almost Impossible Trivia Quiz is all about me.
It's all about Chris. Oh, I love this. Okay.
So the way it works is I'll give you a fact about me, and then if you can't get it or you're totally stuck, I will follow up with a Disney-specific question that shares the same answer, and we'll see if that helps you get the answer.
Oh,
this is either going to
great.
make
This
us
is
be
great.
like, oh, we're so proud that we know you so well, or it's going to make us look really, really bad, Chris. Did you mean to do this on purpose?
Right, like I'm gonna feel so bad. Okay.
I don't
here
want
we
you to
go.
feel bad, but we'll see.
But you should.
I don't want you to feel bad. It's not my intention. It's never my intention to make anyone feel bad with the games, but I do think it's a fun thing to kind of point out. So here we go.
Okay.
So the first one, how old am I?
Well, you look like you're only 25, son.
All right.
You don't look a day over 29. Let's do.
And you can't. There's no way you're going to insult me. I'm totally fine being an older person, so you can say as old as you need to.
37.
I'm
37.
42.
42. And let me tell you the Disney-specific question. It's time to do a little bit of math.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the sum of the number included in the name of the exclusive restaurant found at Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom, plus the number of dwarves, plus the number of theme parks on Disney World property, not including water parks?
I'm getting my calculator out. Hold on. Okay, so you said number of dwarves plus number of parks
Yeah.
plus
Plus
What
the number included in the exclusive restaurant that can be found in Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom.
so 19. No.
Is it 44?
It is 44. I'm 44.
I was close. I
I had
was
to
the
look it up.
nice close where I went less.
I was convinced I was 43 until yesterday afternoon when I did that.
Oh.
So like, oh no.
You're like, oh.
It's okay though. It's okay. All right. Next question. What Orlando theme park did I work at for 4 years?
Oh.
Oh.
4 years of my life.
Universal.
Let me tell you I guess it's not Disney specific, but it's Orlando specific in this case. What Orlando theme park is located on Sea Harbor Drive?
SeaWorld.
Oh, SeaWorld.
I did work at SeaWorld for 4 years.
What did you do at SeaWorld, Chris?
I worked in operations. I was an on-the-job trainer. I trained. If you were in SeaWorld in the early 2000s and you rode Kraken or Journey to Atlantis, I most likely trained the person that buckled you up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like
I did.
I knew it was one of the other I-4 parks, not Disney
Yeah.
World.
I worked at Universal for Halloween Horror Nights one year, but that was a fleeting moment. Yeah.
There and go.
Anyway, next one.
Gotcha.
At 12 years old, what Disney soundtrack did I create elaborate rollerblade-based choreography for?
Robin Hood. I don't know why I sounded so
I'm
confident
gonna.
in that, but
That's
I
okay.
assume.
Okay, so at that point, I can't do math. Oh my god. I'm gonna say, Oliver and Company.
First of all, love the soundtrack of Oliver Company.
Yeah.
That's not
Right.
correct, unfortunately. Let me read you the Disney question. What feature film is the highest-grossing traditional animated movie of all time and was a defining film of the Disney Renaissance?
What
Lion
Jonathan said it. Was it
King.
Little? What was it? Little Mermaid?
Wasn't Little Mermaid. It was Lion King.
It was Lion King. Oh.
Sure did.
Okay.
Which roller
When
skating,
did Lion
right?
King come out again? Oh god.
Like I could
I
see
did
it.
entire rollerblading.
Hakuna
Like I wore like a Walkman and did a whole choreographed dance thing. I practiced it for months and no one ever saw it.
You know what?
gotta bring
I
it
can
back,
visualize
Chris.
it in my head, and it was epic, man. It was great.
I would cringe so hard that I think I'd pop a shoulder out of my socket if I watched footage of that.
No.
I'd love to see it.
Anyway, next question. What did I go to school for? I'm sorry. This is just it's almost
Broadcasting?
impossible. Ooh. Megan, you want to guess?
I feel I am gonna say like media or journalism.
Oh, goodness gracious. Here is the Disney question. What line of work did Remy dream of working in?
Oh, culinary.
I went to culinary school. I'm a chef.
That actually
Chris,
makes a lot of sense.
okay.
Not saying you fit the stereotype, but you do.
There
is a
yeah.
I could see
and
you
y'all
on the
know it.
Food Network.
My pastry and my food people, you know that there is a culinary stereotype, and now that you say it, no, you kind of fit that MO, Chris. I kind of
Yeah.
see it.
I will always
never
rep
forget
the back of the
that.
house. I will always rep the back of the house.
Okay.
All right, next one. What's my favorite Disney park?
Animal
Oh,
Kingdom.
goodness. Animal Kingdom. Do you want to give it a shot, Megan?
I'm gonna say, that's a really good guess. It's either that or Magic Kingdom.
Mm.
No, Chris.
It's one of the kingdoms.
It's not. It's one of the kingdoms?
No, it's not one of the kingdoms. I will give you the,
we just guessed the kingdoms. Okay.
Yeah. I will tell you the Disney question. At just over 300 acres, what's the second largest park at Disney World?
Epcot.
It sure is. Epcot's my favorite, for sure.
Dang it, I feel like I should have known that.
Even Connie
Dang
just
it,
said,
Megan.
she's like, he's a foodie. If he's a culinary guy, he goes to Epcot. We should have known
Yeah.
I'm
that.
embarrassed.
I like
I'm
all that stuff.
embarrassed.
I love old school Epcot as well. So I would love to just here's
Yeah.
I'm throwing this out there. This is what I would like. Completely platonic. I would love for Danielle to walk me around Epcot one day and just point things out to me. I know it's asking a lot for a published author to do that. I'm just gonna
Chris,
say
I
that
would
would be
do
like
it
my
for you,
ideal trip
though.
at Epcot.
I would
Thank you very
totally
much.
do it.
Let
I
me know
would
when it's
use
happening. I'll fly over.
I would use my own book as like a guide to be like to make sure I hit certain things and just to keep us on time, because if we go on tangents, it's going to be like one of our episodes where it's a ratatouille and it's going to be a long time. You're not going to see
It's gonna
none.
take 2 days.
It very well might. All right, so the
Patreon
next
fan also
one.
wants to come.
Well, yeah, of course. That sounds awesome. That's why it's an awesome idea. That's why I had it.
Yeah.
So the last one, I have a prop for this one.
Oh,
Oh. Oh boy.
What color? What color are my eyes?
they are. Hold on, I'm trying to think because I did see you for real life.
Yeah, we did. Me and Danielle met before in real
We
life.
met after the
IRL.
Macy's parade in New York.
Yes!
We met up downtown, or it was right before that.
I'm gonna say I think they're like green. I feel like I've seen them kind of close up.
They're
in
like
the,
a
in
brown.
the-
That's why I was gonna say a brownie green.
Brownie green. Let me read the Disney question. What color shirt does Dewey wear?
Is it
Blue.
blue?
Yeah, I got blue eyes.
Ah.
Okay, because I felt they're light. They're light. No, they're blue.
Oh yeah,
They're
now that
blue.
you say it.
Now that I can see it, yeah, I can.
I
Yeah,
can't
they're
get
blue.
any closer.
Get
I was like, they're
eyeballs
definitely.
up
I was
in
like, they're
the
definitely
colors.
light. They're not. They're for sure not brown, for sure. But I was
No.
thinking, okay.
So that was it. Thank you for taking that ride with me. I'm back. Let's play some more
We've
games.
gotten to know so
That
much
was
about you,
great.
Chris.
Yes,
That's
we
amazing.
did. That was amazing. I want to do
Thank you
that
very
for
much.
everyone who I think doesn't know me.
All right.
Thank you, Chris. All right. Well, that was so fun. But wait, Danielle, I think it's time.
Is someone knocking on the studio
I
door
think-
and is
I
about
think
to
he's
enter?
here. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Jeremy's here!
Just a sensible little knock. Hello.
We are so happy to have you. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, being here means virtually. We're so excited to have you. We know that right now you are in Florida and
Yes.
enjoying some time over there. So how are you? How has it been? And where are you currently? Are like Disney World? Are we Universal? Where are you at right now?
I love how, no, well, actually, before we even get into that, y'all know and understand that even me and Megan have to play the game of where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, but with Jeremy.
With Jeremy.
Like, that's what we have to do because we can't even keep track of where he is.
He's our
I gotta
fabulous
keep you on
theme
your
park
toes.
nomad.
I gotta keep you
Right,
on your toes. Keep you guessing. It keeps
That's
it
right.
fun.
It does.
You know-
It does.
I'm very grateful to get to say that I am near Universal Studios, and I should have been there yesterday and at some point today. However, it is so frigidly cold here, and I know I have no legs to stand on considering how bad it is from where I'm from. The frozen tundra, the ice, the snow, the wind chill, but 50 degrees on Velocicoaster. I don't know if that's my journey today.
Yeah,
So
honestly, and y'all, and I've talked about this and I've complained about this on the podcast, and people that have not been to Florida during our cold snap when it actually happens don't understand that when humidity gets cold, it is on a whole nother level. And even last night, I don't know, did you go to the parks or anything like that last night?
Oh no!
No.
No,
It was too cold. I was wearing 5 layers. I had on fleece lined leggings on top of those, and then jeans. And I was getting comments of people, like I posted a video or a photo of me wearing all my layers and a beanie. And everybody's like, it's serious when Danielle has to wear pants and closed-toed shoes. Yeah, we're not built for this. It's different. It hurts.
It is. It's piercing. And that 50 degrees, it's kind of like California in the sense it's fleeting. It shows up, says hi, and then before you know it, bye, it's out. So
Literally,
it's
yes.
like, I think today I am finally going to stay inside. I'm going to try to be proactive. And by proactive, I probably won't be. And then I'm going to try to finally catch up on Heated Rivalry, which is like long time coming. It's going to happen probably today. Yes.
So funny.
And Megan's
But-
very excited about that one.
Yeah.
We've been texting back and forth. I've literally been bugging him.
It is time. But aside from that,
It is time.
everything's been great. Disney World for the first few
Amazing.
days, it's been wonderful, and it's just great to be down here. It's just really fun.
Amazing. We're thank you so much for taking the time to hop on. For those of you who don't know, which if you don't know, you must know, Jeremy, and it goes by Gerondale on his socials. He is a fabulous amusement and theme park creator he does a lot of Disney, a lot of Universal, but other theme parks as well. He recently did a full like United States basically like theme park tour and went to so many theme parks that some of you probably had never even heard about. Like I've never heard about some of these, which was really, really cool. And he's absolutely fabulous. He brings so much energy to all of his videos and is just a great time. And his army of biscuits, which is what he likes. He even has some merch out that has biscuits on it, which is super cute. Are you wearing a hat right now? Or no, this is a
I'm
different
wearing
hat.
a little hat.
It's
little
a
green
biscuit
moment.
hat. There you go.
a little green moment.
Yes.
A little fun random tangent is I actually ran into Jeremy the other day by accident.
Yes.
So we left the family because of course the family's all in town, and I took mom and dad to a place called Skyline Chili, which there's only like one here in the Orlando area, and it's over near Flamingo Crossing, near where all the college program kids are. And mom and dad and I are finishing up eating over there, and I'm looking around because I'm looking at the register because we're about to get up and pay. I look behind me and I'm like, Jeremy, what are you doing? And he's there getting ready to order. It's like, out of all places, why Skyline Chili behind
Danielle, that's
in
the
Western
first
Way?
time I've ever been over there. I've never been over in that part of Orlando. First time. Firehouse Subs was like the target, and then I was like, oh no, Skyline Chili has become the goal.
Like,
Crazy.
it serendipitous, right? Of like perfect timing, everything just worked out. And so we ended up sitting there yapping back and forth, and mom and dad felt bad afterwards. They're like, we should have told Jeremy just to sit down at that point because you were talking to him for so long. And then they saw your hat and how it said biscuits on it too, and I had to explain afterwards and show them some of your content of where the biscuits came or what the biscuits meant and how it's part of your brand. And I guess that's my first question for Jeremy, actually.
It's funny, I was going to ask that too.
is we, like, everybody knows I talk about churros. Why do you talk about biscuits?
Where did biscuits
Well-
originate?
Listen, first of all, biscuits are delicious. That's always going to be the case. I might have had a couple biscuits from KFC last night, but I'm not going to necessarily neither confirm nor deny that.
With butter or honey or both?
Honestly, I just kind of go
Or
as
jam.
is. I
As
just go as
is.
is. Yeah, I love
Okay,
it. Like,
okay.
I love a butter jam moment, but last night we were like, look, straight up salty biscuit. Yes, please, and thank you.
Go savory. I love that.
Listen, and biscuits was honestly, from a content perspective, it was a mistake. It wasn't supposed to happen. I have been
Same.
calling my that's exact. So I've been calling my friends and family biscuits for goodness knows how long, since I don't know, the Big Bang. I don't know, whatever. I'm not believe it or not.
Cosmic Rewind reference.
Thank you. Hello. And then, I was doing a video. I was at Epcot and I said biscuit, didn't even process or clock it. And then when I was editing it, didn't process or clock it, posted it. And then I was like, oh, I said that. Whatever, nobody's going to notice it. And then a couple days later, once again at Epcot, I was just walking. I think I was walking to Figment because I have to give Figgy my love. And then somebody from across the way said, hey, biscuit. And I was like, okay, well, guess it's staying.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. And I think the root of that was, I know what biscuits at its core value means to me, just in terms of the people that I love the most in my life. And I know how it felt being called that from somebody that I've never met, that I don't know. And that was something that I wanted to hold on to. And I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. I was like, either it's going to go in the direction of like, people are going to be like, wow, this is a lot. And I'm like, I know I'm a lot, extra part of it. But the fact that it has been welcomed and embraced and loved. And so it just brought me an immense amount of joy at a time where I think a lot of us, including myself, have needed it the most. And I'm so grateful for that. So that's kind of how it came to be.
Oh,
I love that. And I love that there was a moment where you just like realized, oh no, people are catching on to this, and okay, we're gonna roll with it. I love that. And you're absolutely right. It is the joy that people need. And let me tell you, when you're walking around with Jeremy in Disneyland or wherever you are, everyone's shouting it. Everyone's like, biscuit. And it really automatically brings a smile on your face. It's amazing.
Thank you.
I love that. I don't know, because like the podcast and the Patreon family definitely knows, like even for my stuff when it came to random Disney things and it comes to night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight, those were totally by accident. They were just on a whim. I did it for one video, and it's amazing to see what clicks and what sticks, but it does come from the stuff that we talk about and that we put out there and what becomes part of our brand are very genuine, and they just happen on by chance. And that's what I think, because they are so genuine, they just stick and they become part of us even more so. So I love to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's fabulous.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. And so we also love that you are just kind of everywhere. I don't think anyone knows where you're from, Jeremy. Because again, if you follow Jeremy, you know that it's like he's at Disneyland. No, now he's at Disney World. Okay, he's at Universal. It's like, okay, where does this guy live? So where are you from, Jeremy? Let the people know.
Yes, I was born in St. Louis, but from and grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. So I grew up in a suburb called Wheaton, but I've been living in downtown Chicago since, let's call it September of 2010. So I've been living in Chicago for a really, really long time.
So Chicago's home base.
Yes.
Which honestly makes a lot of sense, because that's like one of the in-between points for every airport, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, when I learned it was Chicago too, I was like, actually that does make a lot of sense for getting back and forth, because you're right there in the center and you just go to either Disneyland or Florida. So you just go to whichever direction you want.
Biggest national hub. Yeah. Yep. And I've actually wondered, how do you, so you go to theme parks, you're traveling around. Is there like, do you ever have a plan? Like how far do you plan in advance?
Or are you like us and you
travels?
just wing it and whatever spurs your joy?
Wherever the wind takes you. Is it most, or is it like a half and half situation?
You know what? I'm going to say, that's such a good question. I'm going to say, honestly, I'm going to say 80-20. I like to, by way of like, it's completely random and sporadic versus what's actually planned. Now, there are certain things that need a little bit more time and need a little bit more of a plan. But even then, it's kind of like an Etch-a-Sketch. I'm erasing and shaking it all the time, and it's constantly changing. And, and that's kind of what I love about getting to do this and live this crazy childhood dream, is that it's all just kind of like at a whim. I'm kind of used to flying by the seat of my pants and just, like hairless and homeless. That was something that I didn't think would,
that was a recent one I learned. Yeah.
Right, like stolen from Moira Rose, a la Schitt's Creek. But, that's kind of like how I feel, because like I am very nomadic in the sense where it's like, I will literally check out of a hotel and I'll be walking down goodness knows where with all of my bags and my life and some of my dignity, and just kind of hope for the best. And just, that's kind of the thrill and the excitement of it. So a lot of it is just kind of on a whim, flying by the seat of my pants. But then there are certain things here and there that I'll plan. But for the most part, we just hope for the best.
And I think that's why people are so also fascinated by some of your content too, because they're like, this can't be real. Like, because they can't see themselves doing that, and like just winging it for the most part. And I think that's why people are like, they're watching and they're just like, is this for real life? And so, yeah, y'all, to confirm, it's real. It's 100% genuine.
It is, and a lot of it is dictated also by price. Like Orlando can be more expensive, California can be more expensive, international parks can be more expensive. So it's trying to kind of find those pockets, especially for me, that when is it actually accessible for me to do that thing that I really want to do, and then what can I do in the meantime to continue to fulfill all of the things that I want to do and want to share and want to help. And in the meantime, until I get to maybe those more expansive things that I really am excited to do at some point when the time is right.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. And I know that you've been over to Disneyland Paris, which was really cool.
Yes.
That was a fairly recent trip.
Yes.
Is there a number one park or location that you are hoping to visit, maybe in 2026?
100%. And essentially doing a full Asia swing. Tokyo Disneyland, to Disney Sea, and then Tokyo Universal are probably like high three. Shanghai for sure. But then there are also some other parks in there that I really want to visit as well. I really want to go throughout Europe and visit and explore some of these parks that I haven't gotten to see yet. I would love to get down to Australia. So, there are so many things, but I think my biggest goal and want is to do an Asia swing this year. So that's
Me and Megan have kind of mentioned this, and we're just like, maybe we just need to get all of our friends and just be like, we're all just gonna go in on like an Airbnb or something like that, one of the houses over there, and we're just gonna go. We'll make it a hype house, just make it a Disney content hype house to be able to hit these theme parks and just make it happen. We all go out and do our own stuff, but at least we have a home base,
Right. Yeah.
We should make that happen.
I know.
I think that's
and I
a
feel
brilliant
like
idea.
so many people are like, I've run into so many people who are like, yeah, we did Tokyo Disney, and then we figured since we're over there, might as well just hop on up to the China parks as well because the flights are so cheap. So that's always, always a good plan. And I guess you could get it done in, 2 weeks if you wanted to. So, it's a dream. I'm like trying to figure it out in my brain and maybe bring it into reality at some point as well. Cause that is, it's something I'm also desperately wanting to do, because that would complete the whole parks for me, because I haven't been to the China parks, but I have been to Disney Sea. So
yes,
yeah.
And manifestation, that's all part of it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna put it on there.
We're gonna put it on the vision board. Put it on the vision board. It's going to happen.
The year's still young for 2026. Anything
We're
is still
in
possible.
January. The year that January is every single year. I'm like, why is January just the longest month of our lives?
Every single has been.
And I feel like this also happened last year too, though. And
it did.
We talked about this on last season on the podcast, is that when we started, there was so much happening in January, February, March, and then we had 3-month block of summer, and that was so fast. So I'm now trying to push off a lot of stuff, anticipating that same thing is going to happen this year, and be like, okay, all my big travel stuff, maybe we just need to push to the summer, because that went by quickly, but also there wasn't anything going on. Maybe we'll just put it in there.
Yes.
I kind of love that idea. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm all for it.
What was my other question I was going to ask Jeremy?
I just have a very general question that I feel like,
for it.
Jeremy, you probably get all the time when it comes to Disney. I would love to know, what is your favorite ride at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World?
Yes.
This is kind of like an ever-evolving question that I combat.
I know.
With voices in my head constantly.
You can give. I would say two for land, 2 for world, because I feel like that's fair. You got 2 parks over here and 4 parks on the East Coast. So
this is going to be controversial, and I love having this discussion because of the sides of the spectrum. When I came here just a few days ago, the first ride in that moment that I felt like I had to ride was the Tower of Terror. That's the ride at Disney World that I ride the most. I've been obsessed with the ride. I'm not going to say since I was a kid. That's a story for a different day. I used to be terrified of all things rides and not the heater turning on. Not the heater turning on. Oh no. Shh, quiet. Oh no. My goodness. It'll go off, I promise.
It's cold in Florida when the
heater's
starts
on in a
kicking on
hotel.
in your hotel room.
That's crazy.
That's
Full disclosure, I'm sitting in front of the only natural light in the room that looks outward, so there may be passersby. Anyway, not the point. My goodness. Tower of Terror was the ride that I ride the most, but I think my genuine favorite is going to be Tron. I
Really?
I know.
I would never have guessed that. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
More so than Guardians.
See, here's the thing. Guardians is an unbelievable marvel of a roller coaster, and everything that it does is just, it's beyond. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. That one singular moment in Tron, that launch to nearly 60 miles an hour into that
it is
incredible canopy that took so long to come to fruition at
Right.
nighttime, maybe when Happily Ever After or Enchantment is happening. Who knows? That one singular experience, that feeling of just quite literally defying gravity is everything. Like whenever I experience that, especially at nighttime, it feels like things are happening in slow-mo, if that even makes sense. And
Yeah.
the way that makes me feel is one of my favorite feelings at Walt Disney World. Second to, I would say, Flight of Passage, one of the only rides
Yeah.
that can consistently make me cry. So,
Yep.
and that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
No,
I love that
I
answer.
think that is fabulous, and I think there's so many other people that also would agree with you too. They like Guardians of the Galaxy, they think it's great, but for one reason or another attraction just speaks to them. They don't have to just like Guardians just because it's a great coaster. You can like it for other personal reasons, for other coasters, y'all. It's fine.
Yeah, and that's what I love, that just like the way that, different rides and different experiences affect people in different ways. I love talking about it. Love talking about it. Disneyland, I mean, that easy Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, but a special
That's your
shout out
ride.
to
Yeah.
100%. Special
Yeah.
shout out to Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark during the Halloween season.
100%.
For sure.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yes.
love
No,
that.
I'll go into the queue with you for that ride, but I will not be riding it with you. No,
Have you done Monsters After Dark? Wait, you haven't done it at all, have you?
Danielle's never done Guardians.
I don't do drop rides.
No.
You mentioned that, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I do love a good
understand.
theme. I love the theming. I love the storytelling. So I
Mm-hmm.
will go there. And the cast, I don't know, what is it? I ran into a Tower of Terror cast member the other day, and they're just like, yeah, we love seeing you, Danielle, but we always have your emergency elevator ready and waiting for you. And I'm like, and I appreciate it. And you guys know me so well.
Here we go. To the right.
And Danielle, your personal elevator is this way to go back down to the lobby.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorites. What did you call? Did you call it the chicken exit? Is that what
Yeah,
you called
the
it?
chicken exit.
Yes.
Pro chicken exeter. It's true.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's all
And
good.
see, that's what we love talking about that over here on the podcast. It's just the differences of like you have Megan who loves roller coasters, and then so do you, and then you have me on the opposite side of the spectrum of I'm like, no, I'm here for the storytelling and the picture that's randomly here on this corner of the queue and what it represents. So I love that we have such a diverse view of everything when it comes to the podcast. So
we
it's a lot of
cover it
fun.
all. We cover all bases
do.
really when it comes to the attractions. Now, sorry, Danielle.
Well, no, I'm just like, should we get since
We
we're talking
should
about
get into the
attractions? Should we just get
countdown.
into it?
I just want to know real quick. What about Paris? Since that is the other park you've been to,
Oh, yes.
Jeremy.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Paris is incredible. Another controversial decision behind Disneyland and
No, I
California
love it.
Adventure. Disneyland Paris is my favorite park, ahead of Walt Disney World. Yikes, sorry.
No, I love that. I get it. Yeah.
Disneyland Paris is the thrill seekers. For the person that doesn't believe that Disney is a thrill seekers park. That being said, I think it has to belong to either Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, hands down the best one that I've experienced. Phantom
Yeah.
Manor, what?
And how they
Yeah.
both go together.
Yeah.
And their
together.
Tower of Terror is literally chilling. Their Tower of Terror is literally chilling and terrifying.
Right? It reminded me of ours in DCA when we had it, but scarier because
Yes.
of that. Spoiler alert, there's like a little ghost girl that follows you around.
Horrific.
It was great. I loved it.
It's so good.
It's so good. Danielle, you'd love it.
I would love the queue and I would love the storytelling, but as soon as
you
I
would.
get there, I know the chicken exit, and but I do really want to experience their Phantom Manor and their Big Thunder because the
Yeah.
storytelling and the crossover between the two is phenomenal, and how the whole land over there just ties in fabulously. So that is on my list.
We're gonna make it happen. We'll get a 2-day
Yes.
pass and we'll spend one of the days just completely over in that area.
Right.
Wait,
Over
listen,
in their
I don't-
Frontierland.
I don't like to, necessarily insert and invite myself into things, but if you need an assistant
No, I'm
for the day,
talking about all of us. All of
Oh,
us.
great,
It's
great,
gonna
great.
happen. Yes.
I just want to
You're
hear
in it, Jeremy.
everything. I'm going to be the one behind the camera like this. just listening to.
You're gonna get flagged for demonetization because then whenever I go on a roller coaster for the first time, I sound like R2D2 when I scream. So they're gonna think it's a copyrighted sound, and it's just me going as we go around the corner, and it's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be copyrighted.
It's gonna be great. I mean, you're gonna be laughing the entire time. You're gonna be cackling, and I'm gonna be screaming for my life. I'm gonna be gone.
Not the
I
R2D2
can't wait.
scream.
We're
Oh
gonna
my
make it
God.
happen.
It's bad, y'all. It's so bad.
It's the best. It's the best. Really.
Megan's heard it. Megan's actually heard it in
have.
Lifetime.
God, that is so good.
Oh man. Well, okay, yeah. Speaking that one of the last times was Big Thunder, and when is that opening, Danielle? Do they even know?
So there's some fun developments
What happened?
that just happened as of like a week ago. And the true reason I will not get into why Starlight went down. And so I did get messages after I posted that video.
Okay.
But I can neither confirm nor deny that the Earth began to move backstage.
Stop.
So what
Down?
Florida is very much known for, there might have been a little one that just popped up, and then they had a grate go over top of it, and they tried to like patch it up. And it's because too much Earth is being moved right now because of villains, and possibly
yeah.
because of Big Thunder. So with this kind of movement and it being so close to the attraction also, I would not be surprised if that's why they haven't given a firm date, because they're having to wait and do some more checks and balances.
Oh my goodness. No, that's who. The tea's piping hot.
The tea is piping hot. You did not hear it from me, y'all. You did not hear nothing.
She does not speak for the company.
I do not speak for the brand or for the company.
Yes. Wow. But that's Florida, man. And
Florida man.
Yeah.
And we talked about this too when we were talking about Villains Land, and I was like, I'm just waiting to hear when something is going to get sucked into the earth, and because you don't mess with Florida swampland that's already been overdeveloped. And
everyone's going to be like, oh, Imagineers did so good with this effect. No, it's actually happening.
No, it's not.
You're sinking into the earth.
Wow, this is so lifelike. No, you're going into the journey into the center of the earth. You're gone.
Before you ride, please just make sure to sign this waiver. Nothing serious. It's fine.
That's my goodness.
crazy.
And I mean, they've had, like, the track is all installed. They had the water weights in there, and they were doing stuff to like ride through the track. But we were kind of hearing beginning of this year, like in February, but the fact that they haven't had cast members in there testing and riding the track over and over again has me very concerned.
Yeah.
But they also have been doing so much construction over in the middle of Tom Sawyer's Island. Like, there's
That too. Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they need to get to a certain point in construction before they let people into an attraction where they're on the lift hill and then they're taking pictures into the construction zone. You know what I mean?
That's so true. So much is happening on that side of the park. It's like walls on walls on walls, things being, taken out, drilled into. It's just like,
I was walking by with my family, and they had a forklift that was backing up behind the wall, and we were on the walkway heading towards from like Country Bear Jamboree to Haunted Mansion, and we're on the pathway, and there's this forklift backing up sound with a beep beep beep, and my brother-in-law Ian, who's the co-author of my book, he turns to me, he's like, oh my goodness, they're making it so authentic for Cars Land right here. You can hear the car noises already, and they're still in the middle of construction. I was like, you're annoying, but also that's really funny. But yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we'll keep you posted on all that, y'all, in the next, I don't know.
I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
We'll see. But we do have a countdown to get to with you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about our 1 through 5 rides that we would love to get evacuated off of. And before we begin, I just want to see, have you ever been evacuated off of a ride before? Is Disney or not?
Yes, I've been evacuated. Honestly, I've actually hit a decent amount of like my dream rides to get evacuated off. Like a good several. Like Space Mountain in California. I thought we were gonna get the push. We did not get the push. We got off and had to walk through the structure. Oh yeah, we walked off.
Oh wow.
And it was amazing. And part of me feels bad because I hate, that the cast members have to do that, and it becomes a huge disturbance to everybody. But as a roller coaster nerd through and through, to get a peek into the structure of what
Into
the
the
ride
bones.
is, oh
Totally.
my god, it was everything.
That's a dream. Yeah.
But
That's so cool.
There are still several more on that list. Several more.
Okay. All right.
Just a few.
Well, let's see. So we usually do our we start at number 5 and then go down to 1. So let's see, what's your number 5 pick for this ride you'd like to get evacuated off? Yes.
So number 5, and I think that this could actually be a lot of people's number 1. Number 5 for me, undoubtedly, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance. Hasn't happened yet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet. Primarily, being stuck in a location near that's of Daddy Kylo. But I'm not particular. Anywhere's fine, really. That would,
As long as he's within view, would be great.
yes.
It's like, hello.
just a little hi, single. Very. Just, I don't know, that ride is a marvel. And to get to like walk through parts of it and see it with the lights on, that'd be a dream. That'd be a dream. Wait, please tell me I get to...
You hear about it from so many people. I've heard so many people have been walked off that ride, and I'm like, when is it my turn?
One time. And I guess my question to you is, we've heard horror stories when it comes to being stopped, and there are like ideal places to be stopped. So when you are talking about, you do want to be stopped near a animatronic, right? You don't necessarily want to be stopped on the lift.
Like,
or in the room.
Yeah, so we'll actually, that's going to be a precursor to something in the very near future. In the Rise of Resistance case, I would love to be stuck near, as you said, like the real bones. The lift, like, sure, 100%, and be able to look at the droid, like, that'd be amazing. But I don't know. There's something about wanting to be closer to the animatronics that I am gravitating towards more. For whatever the reason might be.
Very fair.
Well, and even y'all, if you did not know, when it comes to Rise of Resistance on both coasts, the whole like you getting into the elevator to be able to go up, and then you run into like the the big room, with the really big room, and then when you're in the launch pods, since that is a drop in an elevator system, and you get locked in there, you are the reasoning why there's so many checks and balances systems and why it takes so long to evac out of Rise of the Resistance is that lift mechanism. Yeah. So they want to make sure you don't drop suddenly either when you're not supposed to. That's why I wanted to ask, like, okay, is there specifically a place where you want to be at? That's awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
Easy access, as easy as it can be. Easy access, exit as much as it can be.
Right.
That's fair. Very fair. All right. How about number 4?
Number 4 is actually going to belong to Expedition Everest. And
yes. Yes.
More specifically, after you finish going backwards and you're on that lift with the Yeti with the screen.
Okay.
Just because I feel like if you're stuck there, and again, I don't know anything, I feel in my head, I believe like if you get stuck there, A, you're at one of the highest points of the ride, how cool. And then B, maybe you get to walk into the depths of the ride with the lights on, maybe see some of the backward section of the track, and maybe get to have like a half selfie moment with the Disco Yeti. That's kind of like the fantasy that I make up in my head. I think.
I think that's exactly how it works as well. And it's kind of like you're able to see everything that you would never normally get to see if you get stuck right there. I also do think that is kind of the perfect spot. I kind of like the idea of the hill as well. And this is Jeremy, Incredicoaster was my 6 through 10 for this countdown. So I know. I just want one experience where it's not raining. It's not raining. No. But I do want to get stuck on the hill just to have that one experience of walking down something so high.
Do you know how many flights it is?
I actually don't know. How many is it?
It's 12 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
20, how many?
12.
12. Oh, wow. Oh.
So that's the only reason why it's not on my list, because I pray for the cast members that have to walk the 12 flights.
Yes.
And they have to get you out. And if you have someone that cannot get out, they have to be evac with like fire department to be able to get down the 12 flights.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
I don't wish that on anybody.
And rethinking my list because that is so correct.
I mean, it would be cool, and it's one of those things of like, okay, this would be really, really cool, but also I would never wish that on the cast members that have to deal with that kind of thing. You know,
Not at all.
I understand.
Not at all.
100%. But Jeremy, I do like your answer and where you'd like to get stopped on Everest, and I agree.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, that would be cool though.
I feel you. All right. Number 3. What's your third pick?
Number 3, and I'm only sticking to the parks that I've been to, not the parks that I haven't been to yet. Number 3
Right. Oh,
is
yeah,
going
yeah,
to be
yeah.
either Tower or Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. But again, in an inopportune location, like, could you imagine getting stuck at the top with the doors open? And like just getting to like take in that view before maybe they have to take you through a back door to walk down a lot of flights of stairs, which again, not ideal,
panic.
not ideal at all. But that's like fever dream number 3, I think.
Oh,
Jeremy,
Tower
it was
or
on
Mission
it was on
Evac.
my list as well. Yeah, it was on my list 6 through 10 because I've heard people getting stuck on it. I've always wondered how it works. I don't love the idea of like being so suspended high up in the air and knowing that there's nothing underneath you. Don't love it. But I
Not
kind of
great.
want to experience. I kind of want to experience it just to know, just to
or like
see.
to go through the or like, do you get to a certain point? And I guess maybe this is my question for attractions cast members because I am not that familiar with the operational side of it. But like, if you're into the dropping sequence, will it continue if it's safe below, and they'll just shut off the audio? Is that scarier with the audio and lights on than without it? I don't know.
So interesting. I've actually had a partially no music lights on ride on Guardians. I don't necessarily remember the circumstances. One time we did have an emergency stop for, let's just say, somebody that wasn't doing something what they were supposed to, and they may or may not ever be able to visit the park again. That was on Guardians. But riding that with no music, lights on, was, first of all, a tech dream to kind of look at all of the things that I don't understand and kind of get to take that in. But also
Screaming,
very
looking at the stuff around you.
Yeah.
Yes, but then I also love listening to the rides. I love the rides roller coasters make, the noises that they make, how the train sounds on the track, how vehicles sound when they move. Like, that is so fascinating to me. Unless it's Small World, which I was just stuck on, and let me tell you, when you are on that boat and there is no sound and all you can hear is like the
click, 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 click.
Because they still keep moving even when the
they
sun's off.
still
Yes.
keep moving. Nightmare fuel, never again. Not, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't. Cannot.
So that's not your number 1. No.
No, we're good. We'll leave it by the wayside. No.
That's for sure nightmare fuel. Oh my god, that's so funny. Amazing. Okay, well, how about number 2?
Number 2 is actually going to be Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. But more specifically, yes, in the depths of the ride and in the most prime of locations on that first block run, on the block break run after the launch. So like kind of like what I'm assuming is like one of the peaks of the ride. So when the light does turn on, you get to see everything below and just how expansive the ride space is. That would be a dream.
Right? Because when you're on it, it's like, dang, this is a long coaster. I wish I could like see just how long this actually is in this room. But yeah, so being able to see everything and how they've really built it all would be really cool. I would love to get past, because my favorite part is the moon part where you're going down and then it picks up and accelerates at the end. I'd love to get through that and then get stuck and then be able to see everything, but I don't even know if there's like a part where you could do that, because
Or like even just
ends
lights
shortly
on
after that.
for that attraction, I think would be like, you get through the launch and then they realize, oh, you're already into it too far, keep going, and then
the lights
just
are
have
on.
the lights on ride.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like Space Mountain when they push you or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that's a good one. That'd be fun. What a marvel.
Out of curiosity,
pun intended.
it's unbelievable. That yes, Megan, yes. Out of curiosity, like I don't know if this is just the roller coaster sites that I look at, but the stats say that Guardians hits a top speed of like I want to say in the 60-mile-per-hour range, and there is no way that I believe that with every inch of my being. Is that true?
No, Test Track is still the fastest.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd
Like
say,
2 miles per
yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, there's no way. There's no, again, I don't know, but there's no way.
Like the backwards launch is fast, but there's no way it gets up to Tron speed. No way. No.
Okay.
This one, it does have more G forces though, and I think that's what people associate with speed, but it's more G force.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay. Good choice.
The more
okay.
you know, y'all.
The more you know. And Jeremy, we're down to it. Let's hear it.
The
Your
number
number one pick.
I know that we have been trending, and I think we're probably thinking that he's probably gonna say another roller coaster, woohoo. However, I have a little bit of a curveball here. I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm so predictable. Tron is my number one.
It's so hopeful. I was like, oh yeah, let's set it up. Kitty coaster, small
That was
ride.
a great
And you're like,
setup.
nah, Tron. Should have guessed
Tron.
that. Should have known that from the
Should
beginning.
have seen that coming. Oh, man.
just from a lot of the reasons that I said about Guardians, like I want to see the depths of the inside of the grid. I want to see that. I want to see what that looks like with the lights on. I've been thinking about every single ride, like including rides that I've already been evac'd off, and I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to say that because I don't even want to know what the torture of trying to evac people from Finding Nemo submarine voyage would potentially be. However,
Oh my God. I can't even think about it.
could you imagine? Could you literally imagine?
I don't wanna. No thanks.
And you could be evac'd off of it if you were the only one in the sub. That would be the only time.
But that would be even scarier.
That'd be so much worse.
I mean, but you always have roof access, right? You know that you're not really under the water 100%. You could
No,
always
you're
get
not.
out if you really had to.
And go swim. It's fine.
Might as well jump
What if you're
in.
in? What if you're in that cave? What if you're in the building, Danielle, and it's dark and scary? No.
I assume the lights will turn on like any other attraction does.
Oh yeah, they have lights.
But to that
But even
point,
so, like you're still inside somewhere.
You are in a giant metal container, and you're just like the claustrophobia will kick in, and you can't function afterwards.
I don't even like thinking about it. Oh man,
Nope.
watch it
No.
happen next time I somehow get on that ride. Ugh.
So, but I'm loving all your choices because I feel like really we Disney cast members need to just be like, hey, first thing in the morning, you rope drop anyway. I could never. But if you're there rope dropping, just be like, hey, do you need someone to volunteer just to like go ride it with the lights on, just to make sure everything's working properly? Just call up Jeremy. He will happily do it for you. And just give him a little warning ahead of time and tell him not to record anything, but he'll do it. Just let the man beat the test dummy for you first thing in the morning.
I believe it. There was actually, I guess I would call it like a casting notice in the UK. There was a submission notice that was looking for somebody to literally be a roller coaster tester. And the person has been hired. I have since, this was a while ago. I have been able to identify who that person is. They were recently just at a brand new amusement park opening. And before anybody on the public got on the ride, they were on the rides first, which I thought, in addition to like the teams and the manufacturers and whatnot. So that would, to further your point, that would be a literal dream. And I would have Finding Nemo, sign me up. Look, I won't go on it in most circumstances, but I'm in.
I will take minimum wage pay to be able to go onto these things, please.
100%.
Also, dream job. That's amazing. I didn't know that was a thing. That's so cool.
Totally was a
believe
thing.
it.
Which is crazy.
Oh my gosh. It's
Which is
like-
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, new life goals.
Literally.
No, you guys can go do that. I will be over in the library and the documentation side of it. I will be taking the notes that you give me to be able to
Right?
put it into the catalog, into the library. You guys have fun. I'll be over here.
There's got to be two, right? You got to tag team that, right? It's got to be, there's like the notes person
somebody's got to
and then
put
the
in the doc.
actual
Yeah.
person writing. For sure. I believe that exists. Oh man, well, good picks, Jeremy. Thank you so
you.
much for joining this very fun countdown. We loved having you, as we always do. So thank you so much for being here, taking the time out of your Florida visit. And I guess, are you coming back to the West Coast at the end of this week? Because maybe I'll see you there.
Listen, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm taking the first flight out of here on Friday morning. So I should be landing. I have to fly through LAX. So I should be landing in LAX by like 10 a.m. if all goes well. So I'll be back very, very soon.
Perfect.
So by the time this episode is released, you will already be in California.
He's over here on my coast.
And
Oh,
ladies,
yay.
ladies, really quick, I just have to say, first of all, thank you for having me on. And providing an opportunity that is quite literally a dream. And I hope you both know just what you do and what you contribute and the joy that you bring to people, the help that you give them, the inspiration. It speaks beyond words. And you have been two ladies that have inspired me beyond words to continue to chase after my wildest dreams. And that means the world to me. So thank you for that. Thank you for everything that you do for all of us. And thank you for being the inspirations that you are. Thank you.
Oh my god, I didn't want to cry also
Random
today.
cry
on this-
session in the middle of the podcast that you probably
no
don't care
tears,
about, but
no
I'm going to tell
tears,
you
no
anyway.
tears.
Oh, that's really
No
sweet.
tears.
Thank you for saying that. That was very,
No
very
tears.
sweet. Thank you, Jeremy. You've been such a light in this community. It's been so wonderful to get to know you, and obviously incredible to have you here today and finally on the podcast. We've been talking about you for seasons now, and our Patreon family can attest to that, and wanting to have you on. So thank you so much for joining today. I think this was such a fun countdown to do, but also just to even, chat with you on the pod
and
is
just
amazing.
to be like, I don't know. I think there's so much happening in the community too right now of people are not realizing, like, what we talked about earlier, of just being genuine and how these things come to be.
Mm-hmm.
And in the theme park creator space, there are people that are trying to do it and trying to push it, like, are not real and are not genuine. That's why we wanted you on here, Jeremy, to be able to talk, for you to be able to talk about, like, no, this is just what I'm genuinely a fan of. These are the things that I really, really love. And we're so happy we're able to have you here on the podcast to be able to share that with everybody too.
Yep. And ditto, you, because we know that you bring your authentic self to your content. It's who you are, and you are also inspiring so many to go out and chase their dreams. So right back at you.
Thank you.
Yay. Thank you so much. I'll see you over on the West Coast.
I'll see you all very, very soon.
I'll see you not at Skyline Chili, and instead we'll be in a park next time.
Absolutely, yes. And if you want more of Jeremy, it's been so much fun. Sorry, go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead. Yes.
Oh no, it was so unimportant. I was gonna say, but Danielle, we'll tell people the parks. Megan, you're in on this too, but I'll see you at Skyline Chili in a couple hours.
Oh, there you go. We'll tell them that. And then actually, I did get a really good baked potato when I was there. We can go get baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Baked
My
potatoes.
favorite. My favorite.
I'm in. See you there. But I'll see you at Magic Kingdom as well.
Hey. Yes, and y'all, if you do want more of Jeremy, you can find him on the socials, Jerendell, and it is, I believe, Jerendell Official on Instagram, and on YouTube as well, right, Jeremy? Are you Jerendell on YouTube?
Yeah, Jerendell on YouTube. Yeah.
Fabulous, and that is spelled like, it's like a combination of Jeremy and Arendelle, like in Frozen. Jerendell. Yes.
Yeah. And is there anything else happening news-wise that you want people to know about, or is there, like, do you want them to go find you on certain socials right now too?
You know what? I wish I could say that there was some incredible grand plan, but all I've got is chaos, buffoonery, and hopefully some laughter and some helpful insights. So if that is your vibe, please come find me. Please.
If you want to see the rope dropping side of stuff, go follow Jeremy.
Yes,
for more
Very
nighttime
morning stuff.
content.
Very
Follow
nice.
me. And Megan.
Follow. We're later in the day over here.
We're later.
okay?
I think I told this to Mom and Dad too. I was like, oh no, Jeremy's there. Will be there at rope drop usually. And Mom laughs and she's like, you could never.
Yeah, good one.
Mom.
Good one. So fun. But yes, someone is mentioning in the chat right now, D23 is happening this year, and yes, you might see Jeremy over here on the West Coast for that. And Jeremy, we'll keep you posted on a potential live show that Disney Countdown Show will be doing over there. I know. We'll keep you posted. Keep you posted. It's yes, it is still well, it's February now, but when this episode airs, but we'll keep you posted on that because it is happening in August. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for being on the Disney Countdown Show, for joining us today, and we hope you have an absolutely wonderful trip in Florida, and I'll see you over on the West Coast. And safe travels. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh, Danielle, it was so fun. Isn't he just a ball of light?
He also just need to like butter us up like a biscuit.
I
You see what I did there? There at the
crying.
end.
I was like, I can't handle this on a Wednesday morning because we're
That was
recording
too
on a
sweet.
Wednesday. That was so sweet
it.
and so fun, and I truly love his picks. I think he had some fantastic choices, and I believe we might have some crossover because Jeremy and I are both.
You might have
kinda
some crossover. I don't.
The thrill seekers. I know. I was gonna say just me and Jeremy, but I really liked his picks, and I'm very excited to get into ours because I'm excited to hear yours, Danielle. I know that I think the end of the crossover might be the end for us.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Shall we get into our 1 through 5 of rides we'd like to be evacuated off of?
Yes, absolutely. But
I think I started last time.
You did.
Let's have you recap and get into your number 5.
All right. My number 10 was Dinosaur, even though it's actually going to be gone by the time this episode releases. RIP. Number 9 is People Mover. Number 8 is Peter Pan's Flight, specifically over in the London scene. Number 7 is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride over in Disneyland. And number 6 is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but towards the middle of the attraction, not at the very end. And my number 5 is actually something I have been evac'd off of, but I would love to be evac'd off of again. And it is going to be Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, good
and
one.
When this first happened and we got evac'd off of it, it was later in the evening. And we were right there inside the basically the Pooh Bear Tigger's Abyss acid scene, basically is what it is.
Heffalumps and Woozles.
The Heffalump and Woozle scene. And we were right in the center of the track. And if you did not know, that is the middle point. So
it's literally the dead middle. Yeah, wow. Look at that.
Right. So if you evac in that section, you either go forward, continuing walking through the front, or you walk through the back. When I evac'd from that spot, we specifically asked the cast member, actually, can we go forward? And because we walked forward, we were able to see Max, Buff, and Melvin behind us and actually be able to stop and look at him with the lights on and not just in the dark real quick. So
that's cool. So this was at land. Okay.
It was at land specifically.
Yeah,
and then, but I kind of want to get stopped there in that section again and then walk back through the attraction.
Yes. Yeah, get the other experience.
Gotta get the other experience. But I do love seeing Max, Buff, and Melvin. I think that's fantastic. And I would also like to be evac'd off of Walt Disney World's Winnie the Pooh attraction. I think that would be so cool also.
Yeah. This is such a good pick, Danielle, because I love that you know what it's like to experience this as you're, continuing through the attraction. But you could totally do it again, different experience going backwards. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Always got to say hi to Buff, Melvin, and Max when you're over there.
Yeah. They're cute.
They're so cute. Love that. Okay. Let's quickly do my 6 through 10. So my number 10 was Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. 9, People Mover. 8, Phantom Manor over in Paris. 7, Peter Pan. That's going to be Disneyland. And number 6 is Incredicoaster. And my number 5, I haven't really been evac'd, but I have had this experience in my lifetime, and it is going to be Space Mountain over in Disneyland. I love being able to see the lights on is a whole experience. And I know that some people are on the side of, I don't really want to get stuck on a ride. I don't like that. Listen, for the locals, especially this park, getting stuck on Space Mountain is a dream. And being able to see,
Jeremy was saying, just to see the guts of the attraction.
Just to see it all and see how much track is in there and how big that, big the space is or how small you think the space is. Because, it is actually pretty tight in there, right? So usually in this attraction, if they're able to do this, the cast member will come up to the vehicle itself and push it all the way down if it stops. And that is what I experienced when I was 7 years old. At 7 years old, did not like it, didn't love it. That was kind of weird for me. But looking now as an adult, I'm like, no, that was actually a pretty rare and fun experience. And I would love to do it again. Jeremy had the privilege and the honor of being actually escorted off the ride safely because they could not push it down. So I actually have never heard of someone doing that. That was the first time talking to someone who had that experience. So yeah, I would like to do that again in my adult years. Yep. So there it is. Disneyland Space.
Okay, that's a good one.
Thank you. Number 4.
Excuse me. Number 4 for me is going to be, and actually Jeremy already talked about it. It's going to be Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I would love to walk some of that track, but in the middle portion of it too.
Yes.
And I do not want to be on a lift hill though. I want to get stopped right before we get into the pods.
Yeah.
And I do not want to drop anywhere. I do not want to be locked in, because if you did not know, y'all, since I don't love dropping attractions, I can do Rise of the Resistance because I know the sound and I know the locking mechanism where it goes click, clink, click, click, break. And then the music shifts for 2 beats, and I know when to breathe and exhale to be able to scream. And
100%.
I know the pattern. So if that pattern doesn't happen, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, that would be scary. I can see that. And kind of literally anywhere else in the ride except that escape pod.
Except that section, yes.
Yeah. That is a good choice. I think it's a lot for locals, probably high on the list. So love that. My number 4, we're actually going to move over to Adventureland, and I am going to say Indiana Jones because I have always been fascinated with that attraction. It's not my favorite, but it's when you go into that main room and you're just looking at everything and like just what the Imagineers created in there. It is really, really fascinating and stunning. It's a whole, it's a spectacle and just, it's so fun and like, ominous. And I would love to see it all with the lights on and to be able to walk any part of that attraction. I think I would love to get stuck in the big room though. Just, the main room.
Right.
I did, because I got stuck 10 feet before we had to exit the ride. I had to get escorted down. Yeah, it was a fun experience. Our Jeep, I think I said this in a previous episode, but our Jeep broke the ride.
Yes.
In one of our last rides on it, and we were just about to exit, and they had to escort us down off the ladder because nothing would move. So anyway, I would like to do it actually in the attraction. Lights come on, get to walk through it. So that's why it's my number 4.
Okay, that's a pretty
so
good
cool
one
in there. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, number 3.
My number 3, weirdly enough, this one is on my number 3 because I was so close to feeling like I was going to get evac'd off of it. And I was like, dag nabbit. It's Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's a kind of a weird one, but we were actually in one of the scenes and these tracks came up because we were in the tunnel system and the lights came on, tracks came up, and I was like, this is happening. We're going to get evac'd. This is amazing. Everybody else is like, this is awful. And then I'm with my family being like, yeah, let's go. And then all of a sudden they do like, if we sat there for like a good 5 or 6 minutes, and all of a sudden the bars go back down, the audio comes back, and the lights go off. And I just say, no, dang nabbit. And I'm the only one that's upset in the entire attraction. And so because of that, it's been dangled in front of me. I'm like, oh, I was so close to evacing off of it. That's why it's sitting at my number 3.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get it.
Yep.
And that would be a cool one. And hey, maybe when you see the updates and everything,
right?
Maybe it'll happen again, and you'll actually be walked off. Putting that out there in the universe for you, Danielle.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. My number 3 actually is gonna have a fairly similar track. It's gonna be Haunted Mansion in Disneyland.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess both would be fine, but I'm gonna say Disneyland because I do like that kind of where ours sits. It sits, in the park and in its show building under the tracks and everything. But I don't know. I'd love to be able to walk through it. And it's always been a dream of mine to go and walk in the ballroom. And I know you don't do that when you evac off a ride. No, you guys, that doesn't happen. It's very special if you ever get to do that, by the way. I think it might have been part of a tour at some point, but that was like back in the day. But I just would love to go and walk that attraction. That's
right.
Wherever you may stop. I would hope it maybe in the graveyard scene. That would be an ideal place because you kind of got through the majority of the ride. But I think anywhere would be fine. So,
well, surprise, Shorty. That's my number 2.
Oh, is that your number 2? I was wondering because I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I have 100
where
minutes.
is this?
Maybe Danielle has that too. Okay. So it is number 2.
No,
got it.
It's sitting there at number 2, and I hadn't decided if I want to be evacuated off of Disney World or on Disneyland, but I do weirdly think I want to be evac'd off of Disney World, and I want to be evac'd at the mid portion in the graveyard.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like at the beginning of the graveyard where you're going to have to continue through the graveyard to get to the exit. I don't want to be in the upper attic scene where you're going to have to go downstairs. I want to be in the graveyard area closer to the end of the attraction.
Love that. Do you guys, and now I'm like just thinking about it. Do y'all have when the chair goes backwards down the ramp?
we still fall out of the
you
attic.
have that. Okay, thank you. I was just
ours is after our Hatchet Bride, not after Hatbox.
Hatbox. Okay. Which are technically also Hatbox lies in between the attic and the graveyard, so he's just kind of there for ours.
Yeah.
But I was like, why can I not remember that? Okay, thank you for confirming that. But yes, same thing. I would like to be stopped there as well. But yay. All right. Well, there you go. We do have crossover, everybody. Don't you worry.
Very close. Not on the same number, but very close to each other.
And even my number 2 is very, very close to yours as well. Yeah, my number 2 is going to be Rise of the Resistance. And also, I really wouldn't mind getting stuck anywhere. I wouldn't prefer that drop room in the escape pod. I'm thinking like right before that though. Like when things are happening with Kylo and like all of a sudden it shuts down. I think that would be cool.
You want to witness Kylo go into B mode.
Yeah. In that sort of just that range, that area.
I understand.
Yeah, if anything touches that track, they do have emergency stops, and the ride will shut down, and they will tell everyone to get out, and that kind of thing. They like e-stop. Like this is full stop, get out. This is going to take a second to fix.
Because it takes so long for it to restart up.
It does. The reboot takes a while. So that could happen, and I'm sure that has happened to some people, but I'm thinking that might be an ideal spot, or the AT-AT room, because it's just a fascinating room. So
right.
Yeah. Yep, that's my number 2. All right, we're down to it, Danielle. Numero uno.
Number 1, and honestly, I'm so jealous of whenever I see people's videos. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to be
That
evac.
is so interesting that you say that. That sounds like my nightmare.
Really? No.
I don't like water rides and getting maybe Grizzly scared just traumatized me. So it's just that in the water rides. But that is so interesting. Okay.
I want to be there. Maybe it's because weirdly enough, I know it's one of the worst ones for cast members because they have to get in their waders and they literally are pushing these boats to get to certain dock points. And I'm shocked by the people that are complaining about how long it takes, because I'm like, do you not see the cast member that's literally having to push so many pounds of weight in a boat that's sitting stagnant, just get it to a dock so that way you can get out of your boat? Yeah. I want to witness that so bad. And I weirdly wonder if it's because I want to secretly be the cast member that has to get in the waders and has to push the boats.
I kind of want to be that person.
I want to be that person.
I would rather be on that side. I know, because listen, it's such a hassle. I get it. And thank you to our cast members for doing that when the ride does break down. But I kind of want to walk through it.
Right. I want to be able to walk in the water in my waders. And maybe next time. We know some cast members and attractions follow us and listen to the podcast. So Pirates of the Caribbean cast, if you see me on your boat, we e-stop. Just be like, hey Danielle, your pair of waders are in the back. You just go grab them real quick and jump in here with us. I'd be like, okay,
we know you'd be fine.
I would love it so much, so much.
Oh my god. And I know that this is very topical because, yes, there was a viral video that has gone out recently. This is just a reminder and a disclaimer for everybody. Please remain inside the boat at all times until a cast member is available to assist you out of the boat. And listen, we know that that could take a while. If you happen to need
Your dining reservation is not that big of a deal.
The dining reservation, if you need to use the facilities, that is still, please do not get out of the boat. Do not get out of the boat. Disneyland and cast members will be able to assist you with a new pair of pants. Don't you worry about
Get that comp pair. Do
Get
what you
that
gotta do.
comp pair. It's okay. And also do not go in the Pirates of the Caribbean water because that has also been a story that I've heard. That's disgusting. So, anyways, there's a lot goes on. And I know we're talking about rides that we like to be evac'd off of. Listen, I know it's an inconvenience, but please, please, please listen to the cast members. It is for your safety. Okay.
Yes.
My number one, we are going to be moving over to DCA, and it is going to be, and this is so funny because it's not my favorite ride at DCA, but it is one that I love to be evac'd off of. It's going to be Radiator Springs Racers. I would love
Yes.
in the show building or on the track outside. And then when I see people getting to walk that track, I'm like, oh,
Like at the
I want it
slant.
to be me. Yes, at the downhill part, or the corner. Oh man, that'd be so cool. There's probably backstages where they have people go in and do a little bit of a safer walk, but man, one day, because I know that ride breaks down quite a bit.
In the
I would
attraction
love to
room,
be
though,
on
I
it.
think would be really sick too. Like you're in the Radiator
in
Springs
the show
section.
building, totally, yeah. So, yeah. One day. It's going to happen, y'all. Both
gonna
Rise
happen.
and Radiator Springs.
I love how not only are we manifesting travel around to the Walt Disney World parks this year, but we're also manifesting that we get evac'd off of attractions. Yeah.
So we get walked off when the ride breaks down. Yes.
Nobody else wants this manifestation, but we do.
The Disney adults, the ones that go multiple times a week. Yes, we do. That'd be us.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. We know it has been a long one. We got to Ratatouille with Jeremy and amongst ourselves. The game was super fun. Thank you again to Chris. And this has just been a really fun list to get through. And don't worry, y'all. We do have a bonus coming your way. If you're a part of the Patreon family, you're a paid subscriber. Yes, we got our 11 through 15 coming at you very soon. So if you're interested in that, we also have the link in our episode notes if you'd like to tune on in. So
And
thank
also
you all
just,
so much. Yes.
A
Go
quick,
ahead.
also just another big thank you too for listening and watching to us, because we've talked about it about like how long have we been doing these episodes, but y'all, we have been here for over 2.5 years now doing these podcast episodes, and we want to say thank you so much for watching, for listening, for being a part of our little podcast family over here, where we get to rant about our coast to coast loves and things that are happening within the Disney world. And we just want to say thank you so much. But as we're also still continuing into this season, we want to hear from you too. Are there countdown lists that you want to hear? Do you want us to be talking about certain subjects? Make sure you send us an email. Email us over at disneycountdownshow@gmail.com. And that's also where you can leave your reviews. If they get a little too wordy, and like Apple and Spotify, you hit that word count, you can also send us emails over there too. So again, thank you so much, and make sure you're subscribing wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yes, we thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you listening in. We got another countdown coming for you next week. Happy season 7 once again, and we'll see y'all very soon. But until then, have a very magical day.
And night night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight. Or biscuits, one of the two.
Or biscuits. To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.